The performing side of television and radio is notoriously fickle. 1 minute you're a rester, the next you're a feather duster. But the ABC's AM radio current affairs program is very different. It's a very old rooster. Tomorrow it turns 20 years old, and that's a considerable achievement. Well, Kim Jordan takes a look at AM and institution.
When the last street walker is thinking of heading for home in Sydney's Darlinghurst, other workers of a different kind are flat strapped maintaining an institution.
It's called AM, and the first edition went out at 8 o'clock this morning. Here's what it sounded like.
This is the ABC's new morning program, AM.
Well, Robert, how did you feel about your first program?
Well, I'm glad it's over, Bill.
If we could discuss the way it's become an authority, quoted, copied, but in our humble opinion, never bettered. Sneak into the ABC's archives and you discover that some pretty awesome talent has been associated with the program. Alan Hogan, now ABC TV's Washington correspondent. Paul Murphy of radio's PM. Ray Martin, chat show host and long-time ABC New York correspondent. Richard Carlton, a who's who of electronic media talent. And it all started with fresh-faced kids breaking with tradition.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right.
Good morning, Robert Peach with AM for Thursday the 17th.
Early today, you'd never have guessed there was a family birthday coming up.
It has to be recorded. I'm going to go into the studio at about 7 o'clock to put that down on tape.
And foreign journalists were assured that the group would be treated well. But in Belgium, they are freely...
Jennings has a...
London calling Sydney.
From Heather Hewitt, travelling with the Prime Minister.
He's humming and hawing because Heather spoke to his press secretary last night.
Well, they will...
Right. The analysts then negotiate what should be in a trading.
Got some time go when you're having fun. It's a rush, isn't it?
Okay, so, all set, chap, follow JB. Michael Mansell's first up, 109. Level, please, John.
And this is AM, John Highfield, good morning.
And so it actually ran out of the water and chased you?
No, it didn't run out of the water.
Right, confirming Michael Mansell, followed by Hewitt Arkit.
And this is AM, John Highfield, good morning. There's mixed reaction today to the Prime Minister.
We do set an agenda where at the right time of day, obviously early in the morning, and politicians, people who are of great influence in the union movement and the business world, we know from our feedback, listen to the program for every word. And in fact, that's a bit of a danger for us because they tend to take literally the words that we put, and we get a great deal of criticism if we get it wrong, you know.
The program's been copied. Has it been copied well?
Well, I think that the commercial stations, I mean, they are doing current affairs, but I think that we probably still remain the preeminent current affairs program. I think we've had a formula which we've managed to develop over the years, which puts things succinctly. We've got resources that nobody else can match. I mean, when we're at our best, like in the Philippines coup situation that we had last Friday, we were in front, we're told, of all of the diplomatic cables, of all of the wire services by 5 or 10 minutes on information. And I think that we do have the resources internationally and nationally to beat everybody.
Ray Martin said he couldn't come in, so we're going to get him on the phone.
Richard Carlton on the line from Canberra Studios.
Special communications technology, as John was saying.
Had to move things along. I think we'll move in and start doing it.
All right.
I think Coss is about the only one still the only one missing to arrive.
Well, there we go.
G'day, Alan. How are you? We're just trying to get Ray Martin on the line from Channel 9. Richard Carlton's in Canberra and a host of talent in the studio with me.
Are there plans to declare this day a national holiday, as I've heard?
Well, Hawke's thinking about it.
Right. Oh, I'm pleased to hear it.
We're just waiting on Ray. Alan Hogan's online from Washington, and then we'll get going, Dick.
Good, man.
Welcome to this remembrance, this reminiscence, a collection of profound and irreverent recollections of the ABC Current Affairs radio program AM. Steve Cossa, squirming moments or ones of exultation?
Well, the squirming was done by Leonie Kramer, who at the time was the boss of the ABC, and I know you like to be relaxed when you're on air, and I certainly do, and so I often undo my shirt, and as I settled into the role, undid my trousers, so there were no constrictions, and you were fairly relaxed first thing in the morning. She came into the studio, I stood up as a gentleman and shook her by the hand, and she was horrified. I was a marked man ever since. My future in the ABC was assured, and she recognised my obvious potential.
Good old AM. Well, that was a journalistic rogues gallery there. Well, that's it from me tonight. Be back tomorrow night right after the ABC News with Mary Delahunty. Have a pleasant day tomorrow. Good night.